Matt, thank you so much for joining us here at IMpower.
Lovely to see you again, Emma, and I love your dress. We're matching.
Lovely outfit too, so we're very well coordinated today and hopefully coordinated in our conversation too.
I'm sure we will be.
A lot of people want to talk about ESG, and that's a topic that you're very concerned and interested in at the moment, particularly around the data question.
Yes.
Tell me what it is you're seeing at the moment and what's crucial about the challenges you face with ESG data.
Well, there's multiple challenges, and I could sit here and talk for about an hour on challenges, but I'll focus on just a few, and I'm going to really focus on asset owners and fund boards and their challenges around data. First of all, consistency is a huge challenge for this industry, and I'm talking across regions, regulators, and also sectors. So, for example, in the UK, there's a complete misalignment between what a UK pension fund has to report in respect of ESG and climate risk and what an asset manager has to. And then I think for the fund boards and the asset owners, they need this data at a consolidated level, so i.e. at a fund level or a pension fund level, but also at security level. We undertook a survey recently in the asset management community, and 37% of respondents said their fund boards did not have enough data around climate risk. So that's a real challenge. And I think dovetailing all of this is actually education and knowledge. And I don't think this is just the asset owners. I think it's right across the financial services sector. So asset managers, service providers, and the asset owners. And we really need to support that.
So 3 big challenges you mentioned there. How on earth do we start to face those challenges?
Well, some of them we already are. On the consistency front, I think there's a lot of work being done. We've got a lot of really great frameworks like TCFD. Last year, the IFRS announced that they were creating the ISSB, which is the International Sustainability Standards Board. So that will actually come up with a global sustainability disclosure framework. Now, that does depend on the uptake, because each region, each regulator will have to uptake that. So I think there's a lot of really good work to be done, or that's already been done on consistency. I think the challenge we have is still for the fund boards and the asset owners like the pension funds is bringing this all together. Because if you've got, as a pension scheme, you've got 15 asset managers all sending you different sets of data, looking at that from a consolidated perspective is a real challenge. So we need to build more dashboards to really support those fund boards and asset owners to actually look at the data, compare apples for apples, and truly start to understand their risks.
You talked there about comparing apples for apples. Do you think there is a truly collaborative approach and impetus towards that now? Do companies really want to do that? Because you'd think it would be in everyone's best interest to be able to do that comparison as you described.
I think people are starting to be more collaborative, and collectively, especially in financial services, we could actually really drive this forward, and we are. But I think there's still a lack of knowledge. And I don't think people truly understand things like climate risk. And we're going to start talking about nature-related risks. A lot of people are focused on ESG and climate. Well, nature-related risks are now becoming the next hot topic. And the TNFD framework is actually being formed as we speak. So there's more to come. And I think that complexity and that lack of knowledge is the real big challenge we all have. And there's a lot of heads in the sand.
And this sort of event is a fantastic opportunity to start really having those conversations at that level, and also, talk about what Caceis are doing. What are you doing now to face those challenges?
So don't want to talk about products, because we've got products and solutions on the ESG side and climate risk. We've built dashboards and we've got a new solution coming this year, so I don't want to talk about that. But one area that I'm very, very passionate about is education. And you know me, Emma, I've worked in the education space for a long time. So what we have done is a massive education program, mainly for asset owners, because we think they need to at least understand the risks so they can start challenging their asset managers. So we've done a series of webinars. We've just finished a series of podcasts. So we've got 6 podcasts, about climate risk. We've just launched the 3rd one just before FundForum yesterday. And we're partnering with the likes of the Pensions Management Institute as an educational partner. So we're really trying to support the industry. And where do we start? We've got to start with, first of all, understanding what the risks are, but there are some opportunities as well.
Pat, it's so lovely to have somebody with your passion in this space in particular. Great to talk to you as always. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Emma.